Hello, welcome to another video session. So in previous video session, you have seen the prism cylinder resting with its rectangular faces end generator on HP with axis inclination, base inclination or axis inclination. That is. Now let us practice these problems on pyramids and cone. So when resting on its triangular face, in the case of prisms rectangular face, in the case of pyramids triangular face. So now here let us take a pentagonal. First we will read the problem. See, problem is like this. So draw the projections of a pentagonal pyramid with side of base 30 mm and 60 mm long, resting with its slant face, another name is triangular face, on HP such that its axis is parallel to VP. So this is the pentagonal pyramid. You can see it's a pentagonal base and it is the pyramid. It is resting with its triangular face. This is the triangular face or slant face on HP. Slant face on HP, like this. Slant face on HP. There is no inclination, just resting with its slant face on HP. So now here what you should assume, before the pyramid resting with its slant face on HP, imagine it is before inclination it was perpendicular. Before resting with a slant face on HP, it was perpendicular to HP. When it is perpendicular to HP, true shape is obtained in the top view. You have to start the drawing with the top view. First draw the top view pentagon. So already you know how to construct. So construct the pentagon. Now join all the corners with the midpoint, because in pyramids all the edges, all these are visible. End generators are visible. Now first project the axis line upwards, then project the points up to the reference line only. Don't project long, only up to the reference line. So mark the notations A, B, C, D, E. These are the notations. Looking from the front, A visible, E visible, D visible, C not visible, B not visible. Here A visible, E visible, D visible, and the C bracket not visible, B bracket not visible. Height you should take on the axis line only, that is 60 mm. Then join the edges which are visible. Now this front view should be tilted such that this slant face rests horizontally. So like this, it should rest like this. So now for this lesson construction, so take anywhere point here, mark it as A and B dash. So using compass, take distance A dash, O dash, mark here arc. Okay. Then take this base distance A dash, D dash, arc here. Again take the distance D dash, O dash. These both will not be equal. Again take D dash, O dash. From O dash cut the arc, former arc. Then join it. Then transfer the distances A to C. Mark here distance, and midpoint also you can mark here, and D already it is there. So join with the O. Now transfer the notations here. A, B will be here, and C dash and E dash here, and D dash. Then projections downwards, from A downwards, horizontal, B downwards, B horizontal, C downward, C horizontal, right? Then from the D horizontal, from O also horizontal, again D, both will be same. Then looking from the top, if it is like this, from top you can see the face. So make that point thick lines, those point thick line, then join with the O. So now here which are visible? OE is visible, okay, OD is visible, OC is visible, and OA is not visible, and OB also not visible because they are at the bottom. So make those two lines dashes. Okay. So that is about the pentagonal pyramid resting with its triangular face on HP. Similarly, another problem, that is draw the projections of a hexagonal pyramid of base 30 mm side and axis 60 mm long when it lies on the HP on one of its slant edges. So you should be careful about the words slant faces, slant edges. Slant face means this triangular face is the slant face. Slant edge means this corner. This corner is the slant edge. So this is slant face. Okay, be careful. Now slant edge with its axis parallel to VP. So now, so here also before resting with its slant edge, okay, this corner like this edge, okay, before it is perpendicular to here, yes, perpendicular to HP, perpendicular to HP. Therefore, true shape is obtained in the top view. First draw the top view so that the edge, it should rest on edge C. So in this position, construct the hexagon, then give the notations A, B, C, D, E, F, join all the corners, you get vertex point, draw the vertical projections upwards up to the XY line only. Extend the axis line, take the 60 mm height on the axis line, join all the points. Okay, then by seeing the visible and not visible, show them. C visible, B visible, A visible, F visible, E not visible, D not visible. According to me, you can change the notations in any direction, no problem. Now you have to face this slant edge should be horizontal. Take C and O, C and O also. Take this distance, mark the point here. Again take this base radius, C to F, draw the arc. Again F to O and O to F, cut it. Then transfer the distances. Join with the. Now again vertical projections downwards, horizontal projections. So here C vertical, C horizontal, B vertical, B horizontal, A vertical, A horizontal, F vertical, F horizontal, E vertical, E horizontal, D vertical, D horizontal. So now it is like this. That means you can see the face from the top. Looking from the top, you can see the face. Make that one thick lines, then join all the edges with the O. So here, so non-visible is connecting line connecting C and O not visible, dashes, and B and O also not visible, dash, and D and O also not visible, that is also in dashes. Okay, that is about the projection of hexagonal pyramid resting with its slant edge. Don't be confused. Slant edge, this is slant edge, and previous one slant face. Okay, right. That you people have to practice it. Then coming to another one, cone, similar but the shape change. Cone. So now this is the cone of diameter 40 mm and height 60 mm is lying on the ground with one of its end generators. These are the end generators like this. End generators on HP such that axis is parallel to VP. Axis parallel to VP. Here also before the cone resting with its end generators on HP, assume it was perpendicular to HP. True shape is obtained in top view. Draw the top view. And the diameter is 40 mm. As you know how to draw the circle. Then divide the circle into 8 equal parts. Mark the notations. Then project the axis line. Take the height on the axis line. Project us from the other point up to the reference line only. Don't draw full lines, only up to the reference line. Then join the which are visible. So inside, if you want, you can draw, otherwise you can leave it. Okay. Then you are getting the points here. Already you know the notations. You can mark the notation. Now you have to transfer or tilt this front view here. That means, so here also same procedure. Take A to O, from A to O here. Then base A to E, arc. Then E to O dash, O dash to E, arc. So you will get a triangle like this. Okay. Then transfer the distances, same distances here, transfer. Same distances transfer. If you want, you can join the points with the O dash, or otherwise only points are enough. Vertical projections downwards, horizontal projections, mark the points. And join only outer edges. Don't draw the lines from the points for cylinder and cone. for pyramid and prisms it is necessary, but for prism and for cylinder and cone not necessary, only outside lines are enough. So that is about the cone resting with its slant faces on HPE.